welcome to the Digital Photography Cafe. I'm Trevor Current, your digital marketing guy.
And I'm Joseph Cristina, your pro photographer.
So grab a latte, pull up a chair, and join us as we chat about the art and business of photography.
So all right, everybody, we're back. This hour we have a brilliant photographer and educator, Ed Heaton. So welcome to the show, Ed.
Hey guys, thanks very much for having me. Appreciate it.
So for any of the listeners who kind of are uncertain who you are, let's go ahead and get a little bit of a background of you.
Sure. I'm a landscape shooter, educator, teacher. I do a lot of lectures. Tamron sponsored shooter, so I'm shooting all Tamron lenses.
Okay, so in addition to your landscape photography, we know that you're an educator as well.
I am. I teach field workshops. I teach 6-week-long classes, and I also do a lot of lectures.
Okay.
And the lectures are more or less like 2-day seminar things where I'll do a lecture one afternoon or evening, and then the next day we'll do a field workshop and kind of put into practice what we went over the night before.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And your focus obviously is then on landscape photography, or is it general photography?
The focus is on landscape, but it's all about how you can see things, how to capture things, how to put an image together. That's going to apply throughout.
Sure.
So
yeah, absolutely.
So being a Tamron shooter, what Tamron lenses do you use for different projects? So let's say you're doing landscape, what would you use, or anything else that you're shooting? How do you pick?
All right. I got a couple go-to lenses that I'm carrying with me all the time.
The bread and butters?
Yeah, my bread and butter.
Yeah.
My money makers.
That's right.
I have a 28 to 75 Tamron lens it's a 2.8. I use it as my go-to lens. I also always have the 70 to 200 millimeter with me. But those are for landscapes, and I also using some wide angle stuff. Now, if I'm doing a little bit of travel photography, street stuff, and I'm looking at the 18 to 270, the new Pisa Drive. Oh, the thing's fast, light, easy to carry.
Wow. See, now that one I don't have. I would say for me, my Tamron absolute favorite is the 90 macro. If I need something just absolutely razor sharp, I'll forego my Canons and I'll go Tamron 90 2.8, and it is absolutely unbelievable. Beautiful, beautiful lens.
It's in my bag.
It's in your bag, right? So do you choose a different lens for, let's say, I hear you said the 28-75, right? That would be the full frame. How about if you're shooting a crop? Do you shoot crop at all? Or is it all full?
I have. I'm a Nikon shooter, so
Okay.
I shoot D200
Okay.
for when I'm shooting the 1.5 crop stuff, and the D3 when I'm shooting full frame.
Gotcha.
And I have a different set of lenses
Right.
for
What
each
is
camera.
your lens for the crop? So I know there's a lot of crop sensor listeners out there. What would be the lens on a crop body that you like? See, my favorite, I would have to say, would be the 17 to 55.
Oh, okay.
That's a really great
Gotcha.
crop
Gotcha.
lens for me. I use it for more of, I guess you would say, events and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It actually gives me the ability to move from my full frame to the crop sensor, and that 17, I get close to that 35 millimeter sweet spot.
Right.
But on the crop, I love that lens. Really nice, and it's 2.8 too.
Yeah,
That's all we have.
yeah.
I'm sure. Is that what you shoot mainly? Is 2.8 or?
No, not all the time. I'm actually pretty flexible as far as, I don't have to have a 2.8 as a landscape shooter.
That's cool.
I'm looking at F11, F16.
Right.
But, I kind of like the glass that's in it. For a crop sensor, 18 to 270. That's my lens.
Nice.
So obviously, we're talking about Tamron lenses. Why would a photographer want to choose a Tamron over, let's say, a Nikon or a Canon, depending on which you're shooting?
Well, don't get me wrong. I have a whole basement full of Nikon lenses.
Sure.
I had the 2.8. I started out shooting all Nikon, and then Tamron has kind of really come into itself as far as quality, priceability, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, they're really rugged built. I mean, you've
tough.
never had a...
I've never had any issues with them. I put them through the paces, good weather, bad weather, and good to go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I mean, how is their service? Have you ever had to send anything in for service?
Absolutely. I actually my own fault. I scratched a front element one time on a lens and sent it in. I'm telling you, I had it back within a week.
Really?
I mean, the service was amazing.
That's customer service.
Yeah,
that's
that's great.
important. And as a pro photographer,
Yeah,
customer
you want your
service
stuff.
is
Yeah, you really can't afford to be down without your lenses.
no, you can't.
Otherwise, you're renting one or something, you know?
Right, right.
So, all right, so fantastic. We appreciate you coming. And you know, I know there's people out there saying, oh, I want to see some of his work. Where's the best place to go and take a look at some of your work?
All right. www.edheaton.com. And I get you out to my main website, and from there, I have a blog that I'm doing. I've got a workshop page there listed. So
Perfect. Do you have Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter, but I got a Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
Yeah.
What's the
There you go.
Facebook?
It's the edheatonphoto.com.
Excellent, excellent. So a lot of people I know, they love the Facebook, so they'll probably be your Facebook count will just jump.
There we go.
All right, Ed. Listen, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming on the show.
All right, thank you.